Oh man, guys, oh man, there is some juicy drama going around in the Fortnite community today. I'm gonna bring you through all of it. It revolves around iTalk and a couple other content creators. I would love to know what you guys think. Afterwards, I'm gonna bring you through all the tweets. I'm gonna give my thoughts on them. I'm gonna point to you another video that has the correct take on this subject. We're gonna talk about all of that in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about this. So, this drama came from something that I am very surprised about. So yesterday I was on my way to my mom's, and then I would like to listen to a YouTube video while I'm driving. So I was like, oh my god, iTalk uploaded a commentary video, and I was all hyped about it because I love iTalk content, and I haven't seen him upload a commentary in a while. So I was all excited. So I'm playing through it in the car. I'm listening to the video, and it's just like, it's a good video, you know? He just gave his opinion about the stuff that's going on with the leaks, and I thought there was like no harm done about it. But then I'm sitting down and I'm watching the fights because I'm by myself and it was a little bit too early. Nobody was awake in my mom's house yet. I find out that there's drama behind all of this all of a sudden. So this is what we wanted to talk about. I'm going to take you through the tweets right now. So iTalk ended up tweeting about the video that he did make. He said, I made a video on early cosmetics and the frustrations I have with insider leaks ruining the hype of the game. I feel both of these coincide together. So the video iTalk uploaded about was exactly what it says in the tweet here. But then he had a few responses. I'm going to give a little bit of a brief opinion on those, but I'm going to get you, I want to read these to you before I do continue talking about this. So, Shinna replied to it and said, people are in Epic's partner list, which, in case you didn't know, I'll sum it up really quickly. Epic Games has a partner list, as Shinna calls it here, where they send people, it's the emails that have been getting leaked recently. They send content creators skins to showcase early, and in the email it says do not share, but people have been sharing them anyway. So, that's the long story about it. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about in this. Anyways, people who are in Epic's partner list choose to break their agreement with Epic and share the information with mostly different leakers, or even people who aren't even leakers, almost every time, and you don't know how to feel about it. The leakers are not getting any consequences for it. It's not like we beg anyone for this information. Certain people send it out without even us knowing about it in advance, and there will always be at least one person to post it. So I understand why virtually no leaker decides to hold back these posts. I just believe it's crazy that you'd rather see people getting in trouble, some of whom you've known for many years and who are not breaking any of the rules in this case, excuse me there, and then keep a skin release date private to a group of people Epic deems worthy. I understand and respect your core opinion about this topic, but I think some views you have on this subject are really a pity. And here's something that I will tell you. I understand where everybody is coming from. I don't agree with everybody, but I understand completely where everybody is coming from, and I don't think anybody in this situation is like super wrong about this. I understand what Shinna says completely, but again, I'm going to give my full opinion on it afterwards. Let's continue on here. iTalk then responded to that and said, I just wish insider leaks stopped. That's all. They ruin the hype for upcoming things, and then people will grow bored of the game and content. This is the only issue I do have with this, is iTalk if you didn't watch iTalk's video, man, it was like no hate towards anybody, you know what I mean? It was just nice, vanilla, just a regular commentary video, and I'm like, man, now maybe iTalk won't upload another commentary for a little bit, but that's okay. So iTalk, obviously, with this response, didn't want any drama about it, so I do feel bad for him in that sense, but we continue on. Hypex then had a little bit to say in it. You've been saying this once per month for over a year now, and it didn't stop, and it won't stop unless Epic stops it internally. Because not any specific leaker's fault that they get a DM/email from someone wanting to share insider leaks, and then he just had the just let it go, bruh, it's over type thing. And then moving on a little bit, Aiko decided to chime in. If you want a W opinion, usually we go to Aiko, so let's see what Aiko had to say. I actually don't remember off the top of my head what he said. I gather these tweets. For the better or worse, insider leaks have become a huge part of the community now. Personally, I think they're mostly beneficial for the game to a certain extent, of course. Example, a small portion of a season getting leaked without much context. As I said, Aiko, W. What can you say? The dude, every single time he posts something, I swear to God, it's just like either nice or accurate. I don't know. But you can tell Aiko's like doesn't want to start anything about it, right? Anyways, lastly, I will bring you to Happy Power's tweet about this. Epic and Happy Power, this all started, I forgot to mention, by the way, if you guys didn't know. Happy Power got kicked out of the program, and Happy Power apparently doesn't know why they didn't tell him. I didn't follow too much of what exactly Happy Power said in there, so please, I'm not saying like it was for no reason. I'm not saying it was for a reason. We'll get into that a little bit. I just don't know 100% about that, okay? So don't put any words in my mouth for that one. Anyways, Happy said, Epic knew before, during, and after I was in the program that I am a news channel that covers leaks and news. Why kick someone for doing their job? I only covered whatever was already leaked, and so did nearly everyone else in the program aside from a select few. It almost feels like just a buddy program. Whoever is buddies with the devs and employees will remain in the program only. It's a flawed program, and that will always be leaked. You cannot tell hundreds of content creators exclusive information without getting it out. It's our job to cover information. Nearly every channel is a news channel, just in their own ways and editing. That's the way I see it though. Epic could just blatantly tell people more about the program or reasoning for removing this for so many of us. There we go. We're all caught up, at least at the time that I am recording this video. I don't know exactly when this is going out to you, but this is what we're going to talk about today. That's the gist of it. I don't think we need to know any more about it. So the biggest takeaway from this for me is he has a lot of what I think about regarding leaks, because I won't go through all of it with you guys. I've made videos covering the subject before, so I don't want to bore you, but just in case you are new here or forget, I'll sum it up what I take. This is how I feel about leaks. I wish everything was a surprise. I like it better that way, and like Aiko said, I think it's very beneficial to say, hey, you know what? Epic Games is working on this a little bit. It's just like little hints, little teasers, they add to the game, they add to the hype. But having everything always leaked, I do not like it at all. That is not a hate message to any leakers out there. Nothing. It's nothing I can control. If it was up to me, I'd say just leak a little bit, but you can't do that, right? So that's what I'm of the opinion of. You might as well leak everything, because somebody is always going to do it. Why hold somebody back if somebody else is going to do it, right? There's absolutely no stopping it. So that is my opinion with the leaks. I don't feel too strongly either way, but here is the biggest thing, okay? Here's the biggest problem. And I mean no hate through this at all, okay? Those emails that have been leaked clearly say do not share this with anybody. It's confidential. What does that mean to everybody? It means do not share. If I got one of these emails from somebody and Epic Games said, do not share this with anybody, I wouldn't be sharing it. I don't care who else is sharing it or who else is talking about it. This makes total sense to me that people would be getting kicked out of this, but I understand the other point. I completely understand that, hey, everybody else is talking about it. Why can't I talk about it? You know, I get it. I'm not saying you're completely wrong, but you are wrong in the sense that Epic Games sent you an email that specifically told you not to share the information. Whether or not they used to do that doesn't matter. That specific email says not to share information. You can bring it back to grade school. You know that argument that your parents have with you where it's like, hey, if all your friends were jumping off a bridge, would you jump off the bridge? It's exactly the same thing. Just because everybody else is breaking the rules, why are you breaking the rules? Look, it is so unfortunate that people are getting kicked from the program, because there are so many people talking about it, right? I feel bad for Happy Power, and I understand where Happy Power is coming from. Like I just said, why can't he talk about it if everybody else is talking about it? But at the end of the day, Epic Games specifically told you with your email address not to share anything. Now, what I do want to point to you is Fire Monkey's video, and I will do my best to remember to leave it in the pinned comment. I apologize if I don't, but Fire Monkey had the complete correct take on this. He was talking about both sides. Both sides are right. Both sides are wrong regarding Fortnite leaks, regarding these emails, regarding everything. I completely agree with what he said, so please go check it out. It was like a 20-minute video. I absolutely loved it, and it was nice to see somebody coming from both sides, because Fire Monkey is a leaker and he also is a content creator. There was another reason that I did want to bring up Fire Monkey's video, though. First of all, to point you guys to that video, because again, it was fantastic, but there's something that Fire Monkey did mention that I did want to touch on, and I actually agreed with him, because in so many words he did say that this isn't necessarily the fault of anybody and this could be fixed. The biggest problem is the people initially leaking the information. There's an insider who is always telling people about the biggest things that are going on in the game, and that's a big problem when it comes to this entire drama about leaks. And this is, I understand this is going off from the partner program just a little bit, but that is a big problem. Why punish the people who are really like leaking all of this stuff, who do receive the emails? Because all of that stuff is out there. It's all out there. But like I said, ultimately I believe that Epic Games said them to share it. End of story. But I get it where everybody else is coming from. I know I keep repeating myself in that sense, but it's such a touchy subject. I'm usually all about like, hey, Epic said no. And while that is the end of the story, everybody's arguing. Well, it's like everybody in the world is talking about these leaks right now. Everybody. Can't you just, like, once it gets out from somebody, can't you just shoot me another email and saying, hey, you know what, it's out, talk about it? That would be very nice if Epic Games did that. Why should, like, people make money off of this and they're losing the opportunity? Let's say it was for the Witcher skins, okay? I don't know which specific leak that this whole drama came about, right? Let's use the Witcher skins for example, okay? Let's say somebody like Happy Power, who's kicked out of the program, received the Witcher skins. And then Epic Games like, hey, don't talk about this. But then he watches, he's sitting there and not leaking it while watching everybody in the YouTube space leak and talk about and showcase these skins. Somebody like Happy Power does this for a living. Why should he have to sit here and not talk about it? You know? And then if he does talk about it, he's reprimanded for it. Epic Games is in the right for, like, kicking him out. But there's an issue with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so tough. Guys like Happy Power, like I said, do this for a living. He has a wife. I don't know if he has kids, but, like, he's trying to, like, pay off his house and stuff like this, probably. This showcasing brand new skins is a fantastic opportunity. And why can't he do it if everybody else is doing it? That's the issue, man. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I'm so conflicted on it because, again, at the end of the day, Epic Games said, don't do it. But there's so much more to it. It is such a tricky situation. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. You know what I mean? Because I feel bad for the people who are in this situation. I don't know if they just email these people and, hey, like, it's end of story, don't talk about it, or can you, like, unsubscribe to these emails if you really want to talk about it? But being in the program is such, like, a benefit. Then you get to showcase the new skins, you get views, you get all this stuff. Like FireMonkey said, the problem is the initial people leaking all of this. But this is where I come in with my opinion, and I'm like, some a-hole's gonna do it. Some a-hole's gonna do it. You could have everybody agree not to. Somebody's gonna do it. So why should everybody stay quiet? Because somebody's always gonna do it. Why should everybody have to stay quiet if somebody else is just gonna do it? It's always gonna be like that. So I'm like, my opinion's always just go wild on the leaks. Just leak them. Somebody's gonna do it. It is such a tricky situation, and this is really uncharacteristic for me because usually I am all about Epic Games said not to, don't do it, I don't care who else is doing it. If I was in that situation, I'd have my mouth shut completely. I don't care who else will be talking about it because I would listen to them. I'd be grateful for being in the program. I'd be like, Epic Games, you got it, I won't showcase, and I have no problem sacrificing my views, but then again, I don't do this for a living. People are getting robbed of the opportunity for views, ad revenue, content, to gain more subscribers, to grow their platform, to grow their brand. Usually I'm all about just, this is a very, very linear problem. Don't leak stuff. And I still am at the end of the day. I still am like that, but there is more to it. And this is where I understand that everybody's talking about. You know what the biggest thing is? I feel so bad for iTalk through all this because he just got dunked on, man. Like, I didn't see an issue with the video that he made at all. He just made a commentary video. I was, like I said, I was driving around. I was driving to my mom's house listening to the video and I was just enjoying myself. And then I sit down, I'm watching the fights. I'm like, oh my God, everybody's mad about this. The poor guy, man, honestly. He probably meant absolutely nothing behind it. But guys, I think I covered everything that I need to cover. Please, honestly, go watch FireMonkey's video because it was a lot more well-structured than this. I just sit in front of the microphone and talk about whatever's on my mind. So FireMonkey had a fantastic video about it. Go check it out. I will do my best to remember to leave it in the pinned comment. I apologize again if I don't, but leave it down below in the comments. What do you think about this entire situation? Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think this is a linear problem? Or do you agree with guys like Shinna or Hypex or even Aiko? Because I think I'm like more on Aiko's side. Aiko's always a W, man. But guys, again, let me know what you think down below. And thank you so much for watching this video. On the screen right now, you will have 2 videos from the Clen channel. If you want to continue watching the Clen channel, but I don't actually, I suggest you watch FireMonkey's video. It was great. But if you want to keep watching the Clen channel, click on one of those videos. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you there. Take care.